Yes, so I was trying to fix my clothes. Let me scoot up some. So has it been a good week for you? How was your weekend? It's been cool. It's been real chill. Been nice. Cooking at home with my dad. He's grilling now. We grilled yesterday and cooked yesterday, and then today we have a really good dinner today. So, um, what we eating? He making ribs. Like yesterday, he did chicken wings and he made pork chops. You know, I don't really do a lot of pork, but he made pork chops. I did chicken tenders and hush puppies and fried plantains, and he we also we did hamburger hot dogs, homemade. And so today we having lamb and greens and corn on the cob, beans, so potato salad, general regular salad, all that kind of stuff. So, oh, and I think he making ribs, but I think they pork ribs, not beef ribs. So I won't be eating them. So he got me lamb, but yeah. So let me try to. So let's get a feel. I want to do an angel oracle today. I think I just want to pull like just for our general energy and what we feeling. I know I said I was gonna come back and talk about the feels the other day for the closing of the Lions Gate and with that full moon and everything, but that energy was like, you Aqua, it's your moon. You ain't getting back on there talking about nothing. So let me just try to speed up. So like why that was anyway. Maybe I need to close the blinds a little bit. Hold on. Yes, let me turn her down. Oh, that's what it was. So, yeah, Angel Oracle. I want to do an Angel Oracle. Hold on, let me move a little file and pens. That's work for later. Not my husband later, but for me later. And Angel Oracle, Dorian Virtue, y'all know him. I want to pull one of these just because, and I never read the book because, kind of, obvious what the message is by the cards, but I don't even want to pull, read the cards on what's the real full meaning and everything. Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, just because I really have been interested in me per se, love and home is great. I've been just more so me trying to get back on the big swing in finances because it hadn't had to been a priority of mine until I started wanting a new goal. And so, and one of them new goals when it's all on you. So, just trying to manifest that and because baby's great, love is great, So when all those things are pretty much awesome in your life, I know it start going to like abundance and trying to get to the next milestone and goal in your life, and that's been so important to me. My website, the domain police, all of those things, have been meaning so much to me. So it's more so like my focus really ain't on love. Yeah, maintaining my love, keeping my love good, but I know we good. So You know, I know my baby's happy and healthy and beautiful. You know, I'm not worried about those things. I'm healthy, happy, and beautiful. My husband happy, healthy, and beautiful. You know, these things is good. So when it start, so now I'm like, okay, how can I begin to? Because it's all about levels. You keep leveling up on something. Now it's like, okay, no, that those things are great. My focus is turned on just the abundance in my life and just not for the sake, you know, because sometimes it could be the reasoning could be all fucked up, but my reasoning is, you know, for the betterment of my life and my child's life, and you know, thinking about her future and doing shit that I really enjoy doing. Lord knows, you know, hey, we all don't get to enjoy, you know, the 9 to 5 or whatever we went to school for, but you know, okay, it meets the necessity of finances. But you know, I pretty much have gotten everything I wanted this far. I think I want to stick with that road of what makes me happy doing it and brings in financial prosperity and abundance. It's necessary for me to do get that point across. Like I got to have it, and you know, and not letting up on my vision of that either. Excuse my broke ass nail. You know, when your real nails break, it's like a whole funeral, honey. It's a tragedy. And I just hadn't, like, when I say that ain't been no focus of mine. Me being cute has not been a focus because I'm trying to bring in some, I need another ship to come in. I'm gonna be cute regardless. I ain't worried about that shit. Trying to make something, shake something. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about trying to get to that abundance tree. Some 3D shit. Because I'm cool. I'm grateful for the knowledge from the 5D, from the heavens. You know, Lord knows it's been good to me. So now it's time for me to make it shake here, down below. Because I don't have a lack mentality. I've done some of my best work with what most perceive with nothing. So, trust me. The cup stay full. I just really kind of, I need to, you know, my personal, I don't know what questions you're asking while I'm shuffling, but, you know, my personal question, because I know timing, you know, divine timing don't play no games. Like, it ain't definitely ain't when you want it or how you want it, you know. But it's definitely right in the nick of time. So I surely am not worried about, it's never about the if, it's always about when, you know. I never doubt if shit gonna go down like I want it to. It's just when. When is it gonna happen? It's my money and I want it now. One more good one. Oh, seriously, keep going. Yeah, but other than that, it's been a beautiful week, you know. A little stressful in the beginning. And it's not even, like, again, it's not even the stressful, like, anybody, like, nothing bad happened. It's just stuff not happening, like, when I wanted to, how I wanted to, and the lining up, you know. Unfortunately, I had an awesome new career opportunity I had turned down, you know, because I'm not in alignment yet. And that's okay, because obviously, you know, I know it's my destiny to practice and be heavily in law, but, you know, I know it's my destiny with psychology, you know, most likely psychology of law. But I know also with myself that it's not yet. It's not yet. So I had to let that opportunity slide on by, because what's meant for you is gonna come back around. You know, I know that the decision I'm making right now is so I can get in alignment. You know, see, it's now. I used to couldn't recognize that. Now I recognize it, and now I know. Okay, I gotta let this one fly, because I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not positioned where I need to be. I'm not. I have a cub now that I have to make sure that she's in alignment where I need to be, because I can't focus on making a better future for us if I'm worried about her. I'm that mom. Sorry, I'm that mom that won't go back to work until I feel safe for myself and my child, for my own sanity to be productive, and for my sanity of my child's safety. Because every institution, every person is not great and ideal for your person. It's about recognizing it. And, I can't just take her anywhere just so I can go make money. It ain't worth it. Your child's development is everything. It's everything, So, and I need to be there every step of the way. Seeing it. Sorry, fixed sign, a little bit controlling. Got a lot of Virgo and Scorpio and Sag all up and through here. I just can't let it go. And it's Aquas. Can't change my mind about that. I just can't. Let's see, anything happens in the put. I don't know. Let me stop, because I'll go psycho mom on your ass in a minute. I am the psycho mom. I'm sorry. Took too long. I waited too long for her to let anything. Do you understand? You get where I'm coming from. It's not like I'm living in a lower vibe, like, oh, something's gonna happen to my child. No, I need her to be comfortable and happy, just so I can continue to be comfortable and happy, because that can disrupt the whole another thing, and then I'll be fully using the psychology degree, because I got to figure out what's wrong with my child. Trust me, I know that this stage in her life is the vital, and I can't have anybody programming bullshit on my baby. With that being said, remain positive, and I am. I'm trying. I am. I'm totally remaining positive. Let me close this though. Let's get y'all out of my business. How your mama doing? But yeah. It's just one of those things. I know. All will happen for the highest good. Good of the highest will happen for her. I don't doubt that at all. Not at all. Okay. Let's see. It's Sunday. Let's spell sun. S-U-N. I really should have put full mo. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Of course I said no. Putting that back. 3 angel oracles for our week. Hey. 3 angel oracles. Now, first one I pulled was Meditation brings answers. So, how well do we know when we get ourselves in a quiet place? No phone, no TV, nothing, no music, no husband asking for a million things, no baby crying, asking for something or playing, nothing going on to distract us and really quiet in mind. I guess you could do it kind of like, I don't know, few girls who get ready just in total silence. Like, no, they normally we always got the TV on or music playing. We looking at shit on our phones. But today I did my hair and makeup and it was just total silent and just let my thoughts run. And it was stupid shit that was running in my mind because it was like pop culture and all kinds of stupid shit, that is irrelevant, But I had to think about, I'm like, why are these thoughts coming around? There's something that it's trying to direct me to, or try to remind me of. And I was like, well, damn, all that other fuckery that be happening, like all that noise. And here I am, like, literally having the best life. Yes, your wants and needs always change. Like I was talking about, I'm trying to manifest something that's probably one of my biggest manifestations ever. Probably one of the biggest things I've ever tried to put forth in my life. But, I mean, now I have more responsibility. Excuse me. But, back to the point. Being quiet seems to bring those answers. Meditating, going within. Like that one lady that did tarot. I hadn't seen her for a long time, but she's always say, go within so you don't go without. And I'm like, that is, and that always echoes in my mind too. Go within so you don't go without. I'm not my dad. um, I don't know what team playing something going on under there. I hear a movie, but you probably fussing about something. But meditation brings answers, and so get in a quiet space if you can. I don't even recommend like the drive in the car. Sometimes, like I guess when people get off work or going to work, because to me you still need to be some type of alert. Probably the best time I think would be is like when you get out of a fresh bath or fresh shower, and like when you wrapped up in your towel and you go sit on your cheeks or your ottoman or your bed or whatever you go sit on when you get out the tub to start doing your do. And that sit down, like I think that's like an optimum time to meditate. If you could take a few minutes right then, after a fresh, cleansing. I'm all about, how I am about my spiritual baths. Well, she didn't lay her edges down, honey. She just so yeah. But yeah, like after a fresh bath or shower, whatever you take. I take baths, but my husband takes showers, so I think those are good times to just decompress, if you will. Yeah, I think that would be the highest point for me. Or if you have a chance, if you like get outside and go, even if you like have to drive to one, like go to like a grassy area, a park, field, park, and get out your car, or if you run or walk to it, go in, especially if it has that thick, lush grass. We have a park here that's like that, but at home in Texas, it's a lot like that. A lot of places like that, just grass, and put grass. Take off your socks or shoes, or take off your sandals and get the grass, in your toes and your feet, and sit and just chill. That's some good grounding and a perfect meditation space for me. But looking for our answers, I know you have to go like in self being the optimum, like You know the truth. You know the answers. You know your life. You know what you need to do. I say that reluctantly because we do so much. Like sometimes I know me, I don't have very many people to talk to or look, that I trust with like all my spilling my tea. So I talk a lot to my parents and my spouse, you know, and I remember my mom said, "Well, you sound like you." She just said this other day when I was telling her, talking about my little plans and stuff. She said, "Well, you sound like you're trying to convince yourself," and I was like, "No." I said, "I'm just trying to have somebody to talk to other than myself." It was like shade on both of you, and I love her. No, trust me, Queen Mother Virgo knows the no. And she helps me so many times come up with solutions. And I feel like even with me being grown now, I help her with a lot of stuff too. So, you know, but I know she was basically saying like, if you've already made your decision, stick with it. Why are you like you sound like you're trying to second guess yourself? You sound like you're trying to convince yourself that you're making the right decision. And I was just like, touche. This is true. I have made my decision and I'm going to stick to my guns. She knows that. So why am I even, don't trip, chocolate chip. Forgiveness. Is that Keshna? Oh, I forgot to say. And then if you look at the card, let me go back to we'll get back to forgiveness, but also let me go back to meditation brings an answer. So also we stay in the spiritual occult world meditation, but it's prayer. Prayer brings your answers. Pray. Whoever your deity you working with, pray to them. Ask the ancestors, especially the ones that come before us that we knew lived once and then died. Ask them folks. Okay, forgiveness. This is such a hit and miss with me. I mean, Lord knows, I have an awful time forgiving. Like, I may even speak to you still, but I never forget what people do to me. Like, it's just something embedded in me that I almost like get irritated with myself, like, but then I don't, because it's like, you remember the time that bitch said to you, but I store it. I always remember that slight shade. I always, or if it's full blown face on, like I'm shading you. I never forget it. I never forget it. I never forget like verbal abuse. I never forget physical, which I ain't never been. She just looked like this. That's lower vibe. Let's keep it back in line. Keep it back in line. Let's not even talk about that. What I'm saying is, I may not give you, some people are like, okay, you gonna get it where you do it at, like right then and there, I'm gonna pop your ass. I kind of, and this is a little low vibe of myself, because I typically love to remember and know that people expose their hands. Texas Hold'em, you gotta know when to, hold them and when to fold them. Because people will show their hands and how they truly feel about you, or, pass, say little slick shit, or especially, I hate an indirect shader, like a bitch that's so like indirect will dance and pussy pop all around what they want to say, that or that may be directed to you, because it's fear. I now higher self knowing it's fear-based energy. It's because you possess something. People may say, well, ain't shit special about Ebony, but obviously there's something pretty wonderful about her. I mean, that's no conceited, shallow type shit. When people take time to try to like hurt you, shade you, spread rumors about you, talk down on your name, throw shit on your name, all of that, there is something about you that is living in a fear-based energy. Especially, let me tell you now, not if you out here doing shit. If you out here just being a really fucked up person, use and abuse type person, you absolutely gonna get the shade, but no, not no. But when you really just live in your life and you try to spread love and positivity, like you genuinely try to do that shit, and people still shade you and hate you, honey, it's simply because can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane Jr. I mean, I couldn't find a reference. You can't have it. People we want a certain, but and I think it's like bless their heart, because not until you realize that we all have this aligned uniqueness, something that is destined only and special for only you, will you ever step out of that energy of keeping up with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Will you ever step out of the energy of shading somebody else for whatever um the creator has blessed them with and divinely bestowed on their life? I've learned truly and honestly, the people with the biggest gifts to offer typically take longer to achieve what they're meant to achieve, typically take longer to meet those certain life goals, especially when there's a more weight on what you're here to deliver. Because see, it's all boiling down to love, you know and what loving message are you supposed to, mark you're supposed to leave on the world. I truly know that now, and I get that. Like, why is it taking so long for me to start? But I never dreamed that it was because I was having to start a spiritual business. Never dreamed it. Never in my million years would I have realized that business school, fashion school, no school, working, customer service, all these, you know, leading me up to be able to have my own company. Never dreamed it. Fucking beyond me. I mean, I always knew that was what I wanted. I just was like, but it was still like a lower. Oh, you want a boutique? That's cute, Now it's whole. Excuse me. It's people who didn't go to school for fashion merchandising with boutiques. I mean, they selling. Who says they shit is cute? I'm just saying but they got their stove though. So it wasn't because they were no rocket scientists, and it wasn't because none of that. Fools figure out how to wholesale, and there they go. It was different, and I realized that it was different for me. That this was a little bit more special. Not saying my shit is better than anybody, but it was something. It's a little more stank on it, that I was trying to bring, and I'm bringing. So I'm kind of like, I'm cool with how long everything is taking. I'm actually cool. I'm at peace with it because I know now that it is because the shit is this is such a bigger magnitude. What's that ugly ass picture they have of the Amazon dude? Um, in that office with that poster that said Amazon, was, I mean, probably even the person who started YouTube, you know. I think about the Google, I miss San, I got to get to San Francisco. I love San Francisco so much. I miss my family there too. And thought while I was here, kind of like this West Coast living, I've been living um, inland west. And I would be able to have gotten to San Francisco, but I know I'll get up there. But makes me think about Google up there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's ever started like a massive company, shit was little as fuck. Only them believed in it. Only them, everybody else think you crazy. Nobody supports you. Nobody support you until that money start coming in, until you start shining and shitting on people. And then people be arrogant as fuck by that point. I don't think I'll ever be arrogant, but I'm just grateful that people show their true colors now. Because these are also good times so you see who people really are now. So that way you don't have no fakes around you. People who are just really using you for what they can, from the gimme tree. Like, okay, let's see what crumbs gonna fall, so they can be there to scoop or manipulate, your plays and your situation and your life. Be grateful these times. I told y'all love and everything's good, but I'm talking about money. So, meditation brings answers, forgiveness. So, forgive them hoes who don't believe in you right now, but just keep it pushing. I promise you. I promise you. Forgive those folks who shade your ass, hate you because they ain't you. Forgive them and keep it moving. Because the best thing that could ever happen to you is for these people to expose how they truly feel about you. I promise you. Trust me, I've learned. So grateful. It looks like my edges are thin, but when your hair is just dry, like, you don't slick it down. That's why. That's funny. Okay. Something I got a problem with, because I really only ask, I gotta be close to you. And like I said, you already know who close to me. My mama and my daddy, my husband, like, and my cousin, that's BFF. But I'm just saying, like, I don't have a big pool of people. So, ask for help from others. I don't know if it necessarily means monetary help, but maybe on some design stuff. Maybe I might ask for help with that, which still boils down to monetary. But other than that, I think that's beyond, because I'm money focused right now, but I think this is beyond money, because asking for help, go back to me talking to my mama about my plans and what I wanted to do, and her saying, well, it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself, and me like, no, I've already made my mind up. It's like, if you ask someone for their advice, or if you're just venting out these are my goals and what I'm trying to do and pursue, if you put that out and then someone says, well, if you already got to figure out why you're asking me, meditation brings answers. It's kind of like you already tell yourself what you need to know, but sometimes you need to speak it. For a long time, it's like my throat chakra was so closed because I didn't speak my truth. So now it's like I want to talk all the time. So let's see what the book says about these 3 cards. Meditation brings answers, forgiveness, ask for help from others. So let's see what the read is, honey. Meditation brings answers. Excuse me while I cruise the index. Meditation brings answers, 52. Okay. Meditation brings answers. Trying to come up with an intellectual answer to your concerns hasn't been successful. The read, honey. That's because the solutions you seek can only be found by going within. What I just tell y'all. Through meditation and inner spiritual work, you may also gather insights from your nighttime dreams as your subconscious creates solutions for you that are not available to your awakening mind, your waking mind. I can dig that because that was another reason when I said I was going to come back and do the full moon in Aquarius, because my astral traveling had been so lit, but have you ever had a nightmare that was supposed to scare you and you were just like, oh, okay? That's been my fucking dreams, like a normal sense that probably before my awakening, or messages coming through that probably would have bugged me out. No, they really haven't fazed me. I'm pretty sure they've just given me so much tidbits that I needed, though. I'm certain, especially that one last night. It was kind of far out, like these last few nights. So that was another reason I was like, let me keep going into the astral travel, spaceship to see what was going on before I even pop on and do my video. So I had to give it time to kind of sprinkle me with this knowledge, okay? So, meditation brings answers. Totally know this because astral traveling when my ass asleep. Groovy. Forgiveness. Let's see why we need to forgive. I don't like forgiving. It's for suckers. Okay. Forgiveness, 33. And then with the ascending master number 33. Is that so, Angel Oracle? Is that so? Okay, forgiveness. Really? Forgiveness can work miracles. When you release the past, a weight is lifted from your shoulders, and a sense of freedom washes over you. Ask your angels to help you let go of sadness or pain caused by others so that you can be free. This card can also refer to a need for self-forgiveness. It's time to let go of any guilt you are holding on to regarding past mistakes you may have made. Give yourself credit for having tried your best, even if the results weren't what you would have liked. Focus on the changes you've made since then that have made you a better person. Okay, forgiveness. Because she's so much better. Not that I was a bad person before, but I made mistakes. Congratulations, I'm human, right? The alien is human after all. But also, the trespassing against a bitch was way more than my mistakes, okay? Ask for help from others. Let's see why. Ooh, shut up. Now that came out too. It'll give it okay. Ask for help from others. 17. My birthday. Ask for help from others. It's not necessary to do everything on your own. Bullshit. No, I get it. I know. But I have to, just to make sure it's done right. And at the speed that I want it done. Does anybody understand me? Am I speaking? Anyways, let me relax. Your angels are asking you to reach out to those around you for assistance. Lord knows. By allowing others to lend a hand, you greatly increase your chances for success, and your plans will begin to move. Forward. The help you receive may also include important information provided by knowledgeable individuals. The stress of doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges for you. Lord knows my back's been tired, and this I had a bad migraine so bad. Like, y'all have talked about, because it'd be them fucking downloads too. Why am I whispering? But it'd be them downloads too that hurt like a motherfucker too. So my mom, she freaks out every time I tell her I have like this really bad headache. And she thinks it's my blood pressure, but normally it's just because I'm stressed out. And I'm getting downloads at the same time. And because sometimes even when I'm not stressed, when the downloads happen, my head is like, it feels, my brain feels like somebody's doing this to it. So, anywho, that was too much. TMI. The stress from doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges for you. Surround yourself with loving friends and family who are willing and able to lighten your load, and you'll begin to feel much better. That's what she said. Now, totally understand that, and like, trust me, as much as like my little independent, I want to do it all myself, yes, loves to, I really lean in on my partner and my parents right now to kind of help me with things. Lord knows I'm like stressed them the fuck out. Like, they're like, I'm so sick of you. I always get what I want in the end, and that's that. Improving health. That I know too. My dad's up down there bugging out. But yeah. Well, that wasn't heavy. Yeah, it was a little bit. That was just our reminder this week, meditate, forgive, ask help from others, even if we don't, if it's somebody, if you got a reliable source, somebody that's actually dependable, ask they ask, especially if they have more resources than you, whether it being financial or just knowledgeable wise. Like, my mother is like, I swear, like one of the best finance gurus like ever, like shit. So I typically like to ask her opinion on a lot of things when it pertains to money. So, love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm finna go see if this food ready because I'm getting hungry and if my dad needs some help. Love y'all. Peace. Have a good week.